So what have we got today then, boys? We've got an old roof line, an old gable end on the rear of this property. We're going to be putting some dry verge caps on the end tile all the way up. Straight away, you can see that chimney breast eats into the tiles there. There isn't any tiles at that point. So we're going to have fun and games with that. The roof line itself, the customer's happy with it. There's a few bits that I've spotted which we'll try and fix for him while we're here, I think, while we've got a bit of scaffolding tower. So we'll get set up with this scaffolding and see what we can get done. But first, we're going to have a brew, boys. So we're set up here now on this front corner, bottom left hand corner, and we're going to be fitting these dry verge caps. Because of the deep overhang on these tiles, you need to go for a deep dry verge cap to conquer that, otherwise you'll be able to see underneath here. There's a few different ways of covering that, but with this one today, we're just going to get them on as straight as we can, and you can see it goes right up to the fascia, there is no gap. It's called a long leg dry verge, which is what we're going to be fitting today on here. Now if you look at these tiles, very weathered, very worn in, like biscuits. So we need to be very careful what we're doing. In an ideal world, we need to knock this cement out and expose the batten, which we will try and do if it's loose enough, but we don't want to disturb these tiles to the point where they're cracking. Otherwise you'd struggle to start replacing all these. You don't want to be doing that. So any loose bits we're going to try and knock out and expose the batten. My guess is though the batten's going to be rotten. So what do we do with that? We do insurance policy. We screw a batten to the top of the fascia there on edge, right up tight to the tile, and then we've got another screw point there for the dry verge. So that's what we're going to do, boys. So I'm using 4x70s. That's going to fire straight through the edge of the batten. We'll push it right up tight to that tile there. Fix it in best we can all the way up. I've left it short here because there's a kick on tile, so I'm going to have to do a little piece of batten on a slight angle to follow that. So I've got the batten on where I can get to. First job, you need to take that out, that bit of cement that's in between the bottom of that tile and the top of this tile. We always start at the bottom with the dry verge. So do that, freeze that, and then you can slide this one in over the top there like that. That goes underneath that second tile up. So just clean this off best we can. It's very brittle, these tiles, so I'm not going for it. I'm just teasing it out, boys. Here we go. There's not as much mortar in it as I thought, because a lot of it is full. Bit of foam, boys. Can we see the batten? Is there a batten there? Is there a batten? Where are you? If there was a batten, it would be there on the hook of the tile, but I can't see no batten, boys. It's right back here. I'd have guessed. Got them to buggery. So in these situations, what do? If it's like that, there's every chance it's like that all the way up. So unless this is falling out, we're going to leave it in. Executive decision. Probably get slated on a YouTube for it yet again. Are we bothered, lad? No, we're not. Because this is real life tradesman. This is what happens. We're going to get a piece in there. 260. 260. Like I say, this is a nightmare roof line to work on. All the tiles are at different gauges. There's no end batten, just backfilled it with foam. Obviously with jobs like this, you've just got to let the customer know, really. In an ideal world, you'd get a new roof, because there's only so much you can do. Give you with a long leg dry verge, a screw point there as well. So it'll be screwed in two places, and then we're going to have to make sure that they still all clip in on the front edge all the way up, which is going to mean a bit of the old jiggery pokery. A bit of jiggery pokery. Big juicy 90mm screw going into that bottom edge there. It's that bloody thing there. Nice good juicy screw there, and we'll get a smaller one in there. Still a 70mm screw, because that's all we've got. Bit overkill, but it has been capped over this, so it has got a few layers to get through anyway. So that's that, and then we're just going to have to do a screw point in the front edge there to stop that front edge moving. Let's get the next one on. So we get all the good jobs, don't we, lad? Fortunately. Get all the good jobs now. These, they clip on at the bottom. There's a little clip in the bottom there. Once that's clipped in, it'll clip in at the front. They're a bit fiddly, these. I don't really like this make, but you can only do what you've worked with what you've got to match up with the front. So that's in there. I'll just try and make sure We get that line straight along the bottom and it's still snug on the tile. We want to stop it twisting as well, so there's a few different things to watch out for when you're doing these. See what we're doing here. So, bit of blue foot, lads, blue sky. What are you laughing at? It's actually acting as a fix for this bloody capit board, what's coming away. What pins are coming away there, you can see. I'll have to knock them in as I'm going up as well. So, let's get them a little tap in. And then comes as standard, the head falls off when you try and do it. Standard.
We're nearly there.
We're nearly there. Oh, we are nearly there. So we've been struggling really with this. These roof spacings, like I say, they're all over the shop. You've only got that channel to clip your dry verge cap onto. So we need to make sure we've got enough channel all the way up on the top edge, so they still clip in on the front edge. So that means checking every individual one. So that's what's taking all the time at the minute with this. What looks like a straightforward job, it never is. These have just been bedded on with foam, these end tiles. So you can hear the foam, unreal. I'm just trying to get him out with breaking them tiles. Should be enough there for that next one, sliding under there. You can only do what you can do sometimes. It's got to be one of the worse ones this. Got another bit more batten there, mate, and I'll carry it on up there. No, I'm not going to retire, not just yet. I'll get this job out of the way first, because obviously this is a big payer, this one. I'm going to get a load of money for this, aren't I? So we're at the highest point there now, as you can see. Working our way up. It's a bit wobbly up here, but it's all in my head. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. It's all in my head. We're safe as houses. Nobody panic. It's just any little breeze like that gives me the jitters. Just get that fixed on there. Just get this piece on while I'm up here. Bit of an off cut here. There's a knot there, Greg. So just use it up while I'm here. Right, up the tiles. There's just here, there and everywhere. Different overhangs every time. I've kept it quite consistent all the way up, but now I'm hitting the point where it's gone past the limit. So now I'm going to have to go back down another 2 and try and gain a bit more off it. It might get to a point where I'm going to have to stitch the top end, because the clip's not going to be clipping into the channel, so I'm going to have to use a screw to compensate for it. The roof in general is just absolutely shot at. So we're trying to marry up with front. So obviously I must have had the same issue on front, so what we have to do is do a bit of a secret screw at the top, like that. It'll just pull it in nice on the top edge. Get ourselves another little black screw here. And the beauty of these is we've got that lip as well, looking something like, and then we can get a screw in that lip underneath. Black screw. Say it's not the best, but what can you do? So we've had to do that with 2 or 3 of them there, and then lo and behold, it's back to something. We can get the next one back in the channel to the ridge. So these are the problems you get when the roof tiles are out, but still look better than it did. Got to the top one now, and I've notched the top end out so I can fly it up without disturbing any of this. We don't want to knock any mortar off this really. It's absolutely solid. So the last thing we want to do is start chipping away at mortar just to slide that little piece in. Just notch it out, get it flat there like that, screw into the batten, screw there, and then when we've got all the rest of them up, we can get the centre cap on, and we've got a good screw point then. We've got these 2 flying through, we've got some decent screw points for that centre cap. What's going on there? So we're on this side now, and as you can see it's just as entertaining as the other one was. I've just cut that gutter back and put that stop end closer to the tiles, and we've got something to stitch to with the first dry verge cap. I'm going to stitch it into that stop end, and then we're just going to work our way up there. I've got a batten halfway up already. Where are we now? We're up to this point, a good old chimney breast with no tile on this section. It's just lead work that's been folded over. So I'm going to carry on fixing my batten. I've had to do it in sections obviously because I'm struggling with one little tower on my own. I've got the cap on the last available tile, shoved it into place into that, pull it down best I can and fix into this batten, and then I'll just have to carry on and as if there's a tile there really. There's not much else you can do, and I hope it just tallies up when we connect up with that after. I'm going to try actually, see what happens. See, we've got past that point now there. Carrying on, mortar's just dropping out of this one. But again, where is the batten? What are these tiles on with? What are they hooked onto? I can't see no batten at all. I've not seen one since I started doing this. Not one. Bit of soffit there coming out of there as well. Oh god, it's making me ill, this one. What's it look like, lad? Getting there. We're nearly there, nearly at the top. It's felt like a lifetime this today, absolute lifetime. We're there, we're nearly there now. Final hurdle till wind blows them all off. Only joking. Or am I? Right, come on, get this on here now. Is it gonna go? That's it. In the clip there. Oh, we've not done it under the tile. That's it, sure. There we have it. We're all on with dry verge there. Am I happy with it? No. But it is what it is. The customer's well aware that this roof is goosed. Well and truly. So eventually when they get a new roof done, they can have the dry verge done again, but it's just a quick fix for now, just to tidy things up. Yeah, hopefully we get a better job tomorrow. That's proper done my head in, that job. Proper done my head in.